Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox Plays. Today we're going to be flying the Boeing T-45C. Let's see if we can take a look at the liveries here. This is a great little plane to fly. It is a Navy training jet, and because of that, it is very forgiving. And obviously, for a newer pilot like myself, that does help. So plenty of liveries that you can choose from there. Let's go with, we'll go with the one that we had already. We are flying from Honolulu International to Port Allen. Should be about a 20-minute flight. Let's just double check our arrival runways. We'll pick this one here. And then our departure. That looks good. So let's see how that goes. I've been flying with this plane for maybe about 5 days, and far and away it has to be my absolute favorite plane in the game. It is super fun to fly, super forgiving. You know, for a beginner pilot like myself in this game, I did try to download the G91, which was a DLC item or like an add-on that you could buy in the store. But the jet was pretty unforgiving. I crashed that one quite a few times. The G45, it's T-45 rather, definitely a great little jet, and you know, it is a little pricey, but honestly, it's probably going to be my go-to plane in this game for the next few weeks. It's incredible. So loading times are a little bit long in this game. I have not flown to and from these airfields yet, so maybe it's maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I noticed that when you're flying to a new place, it seems to take a little bit longer. When I do flying in and out of San Antonio, it seems to load up pretty quickly. But yeah. We'll get this going, and then we will hopefully not make a fool of ourselves on the flight. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's definitely a fun game. It's definitely a fun game, and you know, there's so many places that we could fly over, and I think the next phase of Ox Plays for a little bit will be jumping on stream with people and you know, visiting different parts of that they're familiar with. So I think it's going to be really cool. We did try it once. The audio was a bit off, but you know, we just gotta dial those things in and you know, keep improving. And hopefully we'll have some time one day to go back and reshoot the San Antonio flyover. But I definitely didn't think it was the worst thing of all time. So let's take a look at the G45. You can see my flaps are in the takeoff position. We'll drop the audio there on the stream just a little bit. But yeah, this is a really nice jet, modeled really well. Definitely a fun plane to fly. All right, so let's go here, and we'll start this plane up. So we'll take our parking brake off, and actually let me go here. We'll hit plan auto, and that's our heading, I believe. So 281 when we take off. Yep, 281 looks right. And like I said, it should be about it says 101 nautical miles. So once we get in the air, it should give us an updated time frame. Let me set our bingo at 900. That is our low fuel warning, and our low altitude warning. We'll just put that at 1,000. All right, let's get going. Throttle up. Parking brake is off. And we are airborne, positive rate of descent. Let's put our flaps up, put our landing gear up. Let's acknowledge ATC. Alright, so we got that done. So we are 98 nautical miles away. ETA is 25 minutes. Though I imagine that will drop down quite a bit as we get to where we want to be altitude-wise, and then also speed-wise. So let's take a look. Nice little runway there. And let's get up to maybe 10,000 feet, and then we'll start to level off. CG climbs pretty good. No problems getting up to 10,000 feet. And we shall start leveling off here. And let's trim for that. Oops. Perfect. All of our lights are on. That looks good. We're heading in the right direction, which is the 281, I believe, which is there and there. It's also shown on our HUD up there, which is great. So we will start the journey. So we're about 20 minutes out. Actually, you can see this is updating here. So we're heading 281, 92 nautical miles away. ETA is about 18 minutes, and that's dropping as we begin to accelerate. So we're already at 253 on the speed there. But yeah, this plane is by India Fox Techo. Really nice plane. You can get it in the Microsoft store. This is the second jet that I've flown successfully. The first is the in-game Cessna. The G91, I'm still learning how to fly it, and honestly, I'm not confident in my ability to fly that jet at all. It's very difficult. Yeah, looking out the side of the plane, beautiful view, beautiful view. Yeah, this plane is really fun. Once I get a little bit more comfortable with flying it, I do want to take it to a few different landmarks. I was flying it in the Grand Canyon. It's definitely fun there, but I definitely crashed more times than I'd like to admit. But yeah, this is a great little plane. You can see there, pretty good roll rate. Definitely responsive there. And yeah, we're a little off course, but we'll adjust. And we're coming in, looks like our time is updated. So we're about 80 miles and 10 minutes out. So we're definitely making good time there. We do have the throttle all the way up. Yeah, we're hitting 385 on the speed, which is right here. So definitely making some good speed there. I did a flight last night, and we had a bunch of really bad storms where I live, and I was using the live weather and the live timing. And I guess the altitude that I was flying with and the temperature and the storm, the windows froze up, like the entire canopy, basically. I couldn't see out of it, and maybe I'm right, or maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not sure that this plane has like a de-icer, and it was pretty scary. It wasn't until I dropped down towards my final, dropped down to about 5,000 feet, and then the ice melted. But yeah, pretty much that whole flight, I was just flying completely on the instruments, and it was interesting to say the least. So we're coming in about 8.5 minutes, 68 miles. We got another plane up there. Let's check our VFR map. And that's the plane that we see. So we'll get back on our proper heading. But yeah. I don't think the game likes the speed that we're taking, but that's the speed that we're going to be going. So there's that plane there off in the distance, flying pretty low. But yeah. Beautiful plane. So 6.5 minutes out, 55 miles, and we are off target. So let's get back where we need to be. Just like that. Perfect. Let's take a look at our radio stuff. Let's tune Honolulu, excuse me. Get a flight following. So the squawk code will be there. Flight level 250, meaning 25,000 feet. We're about 5 minutes and 40 seconds out, 47 miles from our destination, so definitely making really good time. Let's acknowledge the radar contact. And we'll start trimming down. We're at 25,000 feet, and we do need to get to a more reasonable altitude here soon. So we'll start trimming down and making our way towards the airport that we're landing at. So we're coming up on 22,000 feet. If I can get this down pretty significantly here in the next few minutes, that would be great. Rate of descent is 6,000 feet a minute, so that should do us pretty good. We'll also start to drop the throttle just a bit. You can see there the throttle going down. So we'll drop that quite significantly. We're at 18,000, dropping 4,000 feet per minute. 3 minutes and 58 seconds out, 31 miles. Still about 380 miles per hour, so there's that. See if we can get to like 10,000. Then we'll start to worry about our airspeed. Let's get back on heading 28. There we go. Alright, let's start trimming up. As we're coming up on 10,000. Perfect. Then we'll start dropping our speed just a little bit more. We're about 24 miles out, 3.5 minutes at the current speed. Though we do need to start dropping this pretty significantly. You'll see as we're slowing down, the estimated time to arrive is going to start going up because we are going much slower now. Let's tune the traffic there. So we should be landing, I believe, on runway 27 for Port Allen. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, 27. And we'll do a full stop landing. And we are... wouldn't say we're on final yet. It's 1 ounce position. Okay. Let's get back on 281. Perfect. We're about 15 miles, so we'll announce final.
Papa Hotel Papa Alpha Traffic Auxiliary 01190202 is on final runway 27 to land.
See if we can see the runway. Don't have visual just yet. Let's get back on our pink line. Just so we can make things easier for ourselves. Let's boost the throttle just a bit. We're at 5,000 feet, 297 on the speed, and then let's start getting back. That should be fine for now. We are a minute 40 from where we need to be, 8 miles, and I still don't see where we want to be landing. I guess it's that little strip right there, maybe? I believe it is. Let me check that. Yep, that is the runway right there. So definitely a small little runway. Let's drop our speed just a little bit more. Let's bring stage 1 flaps. Drop our gear. We are 1 minute out, 6 miles. So we'll start dropping speed pretty quickly here. Yep, that's Port Allen. We're about 5 miles away. Should be there in about a minute. Drop stage 2 flaps. Let's start trimming down. So we're at 2,000 feet. $1,800, $1,400, $1,200. Let's trim up. Give it a little bit of throttle. Let's see if we can't center ourselves just a little bit better. And this runway is short. I'm kind of scared, actually. I have no idea if we're going to be able to land this, but I guess we'll find out here in a minute. We're at 400 feet. Airspeed is a bit too high. Let's get back on target. God damn, that is a small runway. I don't know if we're going to be able to land this, to be honest. But let's see what happens. Let's get that parking brake going a little early. I think we got it. Jesus Christ, that was a short runway. My goodness. All right, so let's get off the runway for a second. All right, let's park here for now, and I'll show you guys how to shut the plane off, and then I think we'll call that a stream. So we got our parking brake. We'll turn that on. We're going to pull this. This is the fuel control cutoff switch. I'll start shutting the engines down. We have battery 1, 2 there, and we'll turn the generator off, and that will turn the plane off. So Boeing T-45 from Honolulu International to port to PHPA, 15-minute flight. And yeah, I don't think that was a bad flight at all. You can see here, you can open the cockpit and everything. So there's that. Not an inch to spare on the runway apparently. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Port Allen's where we landed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are liking these kind of streams, let us know. And if you guys do, we'll keep doing them. I'm Zach. We'll catch you on the next Ox.